6:47, time now for the morning rush. An Albuquerque man is facing charges accused of killing two dogs. Police say 31-year-old Justin Leverett was in his car arguing with his girlfriend's two brothers. That's when police say one of the men's dogs approached the car. APD says Leverett grabbed the dog by the neck and shot it, and as he drove away, ran over his own dog. His detention hearing is scheduled for today at noon. A former New Mexico State police officer is facing charges accused of trafficking drugs. According to a criminal complaint, Carlos Antonio Perea and Catherine Ann Schmidt were pulled over last month. In the car, officers found about 140 pounds of fentanyl. Perea and Schmidt were both arrested. Perea is now facing charges for possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. Farmington police have now identified the two victims killed in a shooting over the weekend. Police say a 15 and 19-year-old were killed in a shooting just before 2 on Sunday morning. Responders found 3 people who had been shot at the scene near East Murray Drive and Camina Entrada. The third victim's condition is still unknown this morning. At last check, no arrests have been made. Ryan.
And a bit of a cool start out there and very clear skies out there, in your low temperatures dropping in the low to mid 60s in the even downtown parts of Albuquerque. Some areas in the outlying areas of Albuquerque in the high 50s, pleasant. This afternoon, temperatures will be actually slightly above normal, though, and we will have to be watching out for some thunderstorms ahead.
Albuquerque police are looking for a woman accused of child abuse. Last weekend, APD found Jessica Crespin in the rain at a bus stop with her 2-year-old daughter. Crespin admitted to police that she had taken meth and was having thoughts of killing her baby. But now a warrant is out for her arrest after court documents state her GPS monitor alerted authorities that she violated curfew. A parent is facing several charges following a traffic stop. According to the Navajo Police Department, officers stopped a Toyota 4Runner around 1:30 yesterday morning in Shiprock. Inside the SUV, police found meth, marijuana, alcohol, cash, and more. The driver was arrested and is now facing charges including drug possession and distribution. As we inch closer to Election Day, a local advocacy group wants to hear how city council candidates will improve life for cyclists. This evening, Bike ABQ is hosting a forum with candidates from 6 to 8 at the 1st Congressional UCC on Lomas. They'll be asking what each candidate has planned to improve cyclist safety in their districts. Ryan.
And cooler morning temperatures have been the big story because we're now in meteorological fall. The 3 warmest months of the season over with, as September is around when we have one of the bigger drops in temperatures of any month in the year. Our average drop in temperatures 10 degrees, and more moisture. That monsoonal flow becomes more of the west to east flow that allows for cold fronts with moisture to come on in, and we'll see temperatures generally dropping with also still high amounts of moisture for relatively this time of year.
Some New Mexican artists are now being put in the spotlight right here in Albuquerque. Dr. Irene Vasquez and Dr. Ray Hernandez Duran from the University of New Mexico started the project Voces del Pueblo 7 years ago, hoping to advocate for their graduate program. The exhibit is now open at the National Hispanic Cultural Center through February. Well, Costco stores may be a little emptier in the mornings. According to a report from business outlet The Street, Costco stores were given until Sunday to implement the retail giant's new perk for executive members. The retail warehouse previously emailed members on June 11th, saying locations would be open at 9 for executive members only, which is 1 hour earlier than other members. Ryan.
A look at traffic right now. No major incidents on the roadways as traffic is mostly moving along just fine out there. And taking a look at the Big I this morning, we do notice higher volume, especially around the Big I. No accidents reported, but we do notice that it is moving pretty slowly, so you may want to plan your routes alternatively and closely out there. We'll have more updates later today.
A solitary pine in Bolivia is marking 10 years as a site for pilgrimage for believers. The pine in La Paz's cemetery survived a lightning strike, leaving it with a deep scar and, according to devotees, miraculous powers. Visitors leave offerings of coins, flowers, sweets, and more. In Andean belief, surviving a lightning strike is thought to grant divinatory powers.
And now it's time for the 5 Facts. And at number 5, some New Mexican artists are now being put in the spotlight right here in Albuquerque. Dr. Irene Vasquez and Dr. Ray Hernandez Duran from the University of New Mexico started the project Voces del Pueblo 7 years ago, hoping to advocate for their graduate program as part of the 50th anniversary of the founding of Chicana and Chicano Studies. The exhibit is now open at the National Hispanic Cultural Center through February.
And number 4, as we inch closer to Election Day, a local advocacy group wants to hear how city council candidates will improve life for cyclists. At least 19 people have been hit by cars in Albuquerque over the last year, 9 of which are cyclists that have been hit and killed. That's according to Albuquerque police. This evening, Bike ABQ is hosting a forum with candidates from 6 to 8 at the First Congregational UCC on Lomas. They'll be asking what each candidate has planned to improve cyclist safety in their districts.
And at number 3, spotty thunderstorms are ahead. Your monsoon meter today, a 5 out of 10. More of those thunderstorms will move to the east and then eventually to the south. Most of those storms in the mountains, but may also clip near Albuquerque, Santa Fe. So when the thunder roars, go indoors. Temperatures on the rise in the short term, but stormier and cooler by the weekend into early next week.
And number 2, a former New Mexico State police officer is now facing charges accused of trafficking drugs. According to a criminal complaint, NMSP pulled over Carlos Antonio Perea and Catherine Ann Schmidt in Cibola County last month after an officer noticed their white sedan swerving on I-40. During the traffic stop, officers initiated a canine search of the vehicle, finding about 140 pounds of fentanyl. Perea and Schmidt were both arrested. He's now facing charges for possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance and has been released from custody to a halfway house. And at number 1, an Albuquerque man is waking up behind bars accused of killing 2 dogs. Police say 31-year-old Justin Leverett was in his car arguing with his girlfriend's 2 brothers. That's when police say one of the men's dogs, named Cinderella, approached Leverett's car. APD says Leverett grabbed the dog by the neck and shot it. He then took off. While driving away, police say Leverett ran over his own dog. Witnesses say he stopped a few houses down and shot at them 8 times. No people were injured, but the 2 dogs died from their injuries. Now Leverett is facing several charges. The state is asking the judge to keep him behind bars until his trial. His detention hearing is scheduled for today at noon.